In 16th century Kerala, a poet named Puntanam Nambudiri wrote a text that would become his defining literary masterpiece. It is called Jnanappana. The poem captures three distinct states: the profound ecstasy we seek, the deep uncertainty we face, and the ultimate fragility of life itself. The styling of these universal themes earned the work a reputation as a philosophical poem. Puntanam lived and wrote as a devotee poet, a man whose work was built on a single realization found within his own life experience. He concluded that while the physical world is temporary, God remains the only eternal force in the universe. Within this framework, eternal happiness is accessible only to those who maintain a constant remembrance of the divine. This personal observation provided the foundational structure for his poetry, grounding his verses in lived reality rather than abstract imagination. Records suggest the poet was born in 1547 in the village of Puntanam, located in Malappuram. Puntanam was the name of that specific village. It was not his given name. As his poetry became more celebrated over the centuries, the name of his birthplace began to replace his personal identity in the public consciousness. The result is a complete historical erasure. Today, the poet's actual given name is unknown. The creator's individual identity has disappeared, leaving the village name and the art as his only remaining markers in history. A famous account details the tragic personal circumstances that compelled him to write Jnanappana. The wisdom found in the text is attributed to these brutal real-life experiences, distinguishing it from works born purely of imagination. Poetry forged in actual tragedy possesses a specific depth. It carries a different weight than verses written about hypothetical scenarios. When an audience encounters poetry driven by such experience, the emotional resonance is immediate and distinct. In the spiritual tradition of the work, Jnanappana arrived as a single thought, composed under divine instruction. For those who study it, art rooted in this level of authentic reality functions as a direct vessel for divine instruction. Because it was written in 16th century Malayalam, many of the poem's practical expressions and linguistic meanings are difficult for modern readers to interpret. Even with these difficult passages, the underlying message continues to inspire new generations of readers. The poem operates within a specific spiritual framework where the guru is positioned as the primary guide. In this tradition, a guru who can guarantee a disciple's salvation is viewed as a more direct and essential force than God himself. Due to this hierarchy, traditional spiritual works are expected to open with verses praising the guru. Jnanappana honors this ancient custom perfectly, dedicating the very first verses of its opening lines to this essential spiritual guide. These initial praises mark the start of one of Malayalam literature's most significant explorations of human fragility and eternal truth.